Welcome to the Militia Gaming Community. I'm Trigger, and this is another wrong build video. This time, the 2014 Camaro Z28. Let's go. Alright, just a quick note at the top of the video. If you're looking for a level 50 crew because you want to unlock the Ferrari FXX Evo and you want to get the achievement for being in a level 50 crew, we have multiple crews in my Discord that are looking for new players. They're recruiting actively. So join the Discord by going to the link that's in the description of this video. Now let's get started. The first thing I want to talk to you about on this car is the engine, because that is the most important thing that you need to know for all of your builds. So let's get into it. Funny thing about this Camaro is the stock engine is actually the fastest engine. So if you bought another engine, you engine swapped this car, you've made a mistake already. There's a lot of different engines. There's 9 different ones here. And this 710 3.9 V8 is actually the fastest engine for a lot of other cars. So you may have picked that one. But no, the stock engine, the 504 horsepower 7.0 liter V8 is the fastest engine for the car. So let me talk to you about my track build. I've done all my testing already, but we're going to run this on Arian because I have gotten a lot of requests to do at least one track run either on Arian or Sonic. And so actually, let's do Sonic this time, not Arian. Let's do a Sonic run because that was the most recent request. But we'll do that after we talk about the track build in its entirety. So throw up the build card. Here's the track build for the Camaro before we get going. That 504 horsepower engine. You've got the Ultimate Plus engine parts with the Ultimate Dual Turbo. You've got the Ultimate 5x3 pound NOS, Super Track suspension, Elite brakes, Elite race tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, and the Super Track differential. Auxiliaries are refills and duration. Now, a couple of things I wanted to mention on this. The gearbox, I tested both the 5 and the 6. And the 5-speed felt a little bit better on top speed, but not much. It was very, very small. But the 6-speed definitely performed better around corners, so I went with that. The tires, the race tires feel the best for this car. You could use the track if you want, but they're a little too sticky. And then the turbo, I actually looked at some of the other boost options, including the superchargers, even though they get zero love from my videos. I tried them anyway, and the dual turbo once again performed better, so definitely build it with that. Alright, let's get out to Sonic. Let's do a Sonic run and see how she performs. So the car actually turns pretty well. It's got an okay turning radius. It's fairly sharp. It's not the best. It's not like the RSR, but it actually turns pretty well. The problem with this car is it's power. It's power to weight, actually. It just doesn't accelerate fast enough. And you notice it when you get towards the top speed, towards 5th and 6th gear. Notice I'm in 5th right now, just turned to 6th. Look how long it's taking to get to 200. It's just not fast. I think because it's just super heavy. Oh, of course I hit barriers. Restart. Here I am just trying to talk you through this. And I'm over here making mistakes, hitting barriers on that first turn. Let's get it. Well, look how slow it gets. It gets to 200. It just takes forever. It's just not very fast. So, all right, let's go. Let's hit this turn. There we go. Little bit better. Might have been, could have been better, but look at this. 210. A lot of cars are in the 220s by now. 212, it's not even going to get to 230 on that straight, which most of the faster cars do. So I'm pretty disappointed with the overall speed of this car. It's got a lot of air, though, on that jump. Let's make this... Even with NOS, it's taking forever to get to top speed. Finally, we hit 230. It's just incredible. It's very, very slow. All right, a little bit of bushes there, but I'll take it. Not the best. We're going to use 3 NOSes to try to get back up to speed here. I would imagine this runs something in the 50s in terms of a time for Sonic, somewhere in the 50s with me behind the wheel. but we will see here. Make the turn, nos out of it. There we go. All right, it wasn't the cleanest turn, but it is what it is, dude. There we go. And then you want to nos out of every one of these turns. There we go. Hit my refills. Its turning radius is pretty good. It's really not bad. 3 nosses to get to 230 on that straight. But now it's at 235, so it obviously can get to top speed. It's just not the fastest at doing it. Oh, a little bit of wiggling. All right, I wasn't even paying attention to the time. Let's see what it is. 250. Like I said, you can definitely run this in the 240s, obviously. I'm not the fastest driver, so you can run in the 240s for sure. And maybe the fastest drivers can get it close to 240 or maybe 239, maybe 30s. I don't know. It wasn't the cleanest run. Anyway, the point is that this car is just slow, dude. It's just slow. It actually steers really well. It performs really well in the corners, but it doesn't accelerate out of them. It just doesn't have enough power to how much it weighs. It's just too much. The power to weight ratio is just not good. But while we're kind of stopped here after we've done this Sonic run, I just want you guys to notice this wrap. This thing is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love this wrap. It is so colorful and vibrant. I like it. It's creative. It looks good. I even like that it goes up on the windshield a little bit there. This thing's cool. I really, really like this. So shout out to the artist on this. Let's take a look at who it is. So if you're on Xbox, you can actually download this wrap. This is a public wrap. You go to customization, paint and wrap, then go to community, and the artist you want to look for is King83SC. King83SC. This only has 42 downloads. I'm surprised. I really like this. I've followed King. If he does any more wraps on any other cars, I might feature him in a video. If you're a wrap artist, you want to be featured in one of my videos, you're more than welcome to send me your wraps. If you're on Xbox though, unfortunately, because it is platform specific and I record all my videos on Xbox. So that's what it is. If you're an Xbox wrap artist, you are welcome to send me either a DM or an email with the wrap on the car that you're looking for. It is time to build this thing into a drag car. So the first thing we want to do is swap the NOS. We're going to get to that 1x15. That's the best for drag racing. We're going to keep the track suspension, keep in the elite brakes. We're going to change the tires to a drag tire. That is going to be the best for drag racing. This might even give this car all 10s. Let's see. Nope, it does not change the acceleration or the high speed on this. Sometimes when you put the drag tires on there, it increases your acceleration or high speed. Most of the time, just acceleration. And then of course, we're gonna test out the gearboxes. We're gonna see which one is better, which one gives you the better quarter mile. And we're gonna keep the differential on track. We're gonna keep the clutch on Elite Plus, and we're gonna keep our auxiliaries. So let's get outside the garage and let's see which one has the better quarter mile. All right, so with the 6-speed, we've got an 8.97 quarter mile. And for drag racing, you always want to drop your downforce all the way down. It doesn't change the quarter mile stat, but it definitely will help you in a minor way. So 8.97 quarter mile with the 6-speed. Let's go ahead and drop the 5-speed in there. All right, with the 5-speed, it's a 9.07. So it's definitely slower with the 5. We're going to leave the 6 in there. And with that, we can actually give you the full drag build. So let's throw up the build card and give it to you. That same 7.0 liter V8 stock engine, Ultimate Plus engine parts, Ultimate dual turbo, Ultimate 1x15 pound NOS, Super track suspension, Elite brakes, Elite drag tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, and the Super track differential. This is the drag build. Auxiliaries are NOS refills and duration, just like I said earlier. Those are the ones you want to go with. And of course, the live tuning for the drag build is steering sensitivity +2. Really doesn't matter on a drag build, but your downforce does matter. -5 always on your drag build gives the car less downforce equals more straight line speed. Okay, let's move on to the drift build. Because this is a rear wheel drive car, I'm going to start with, you guessed it, the rear wheel drive drift build. First, I'm going to switch back to the 5x3 pound NOS. Doesn't matter, but it will matter when I go back to a track application for this car, and I just don't want to I just don't want to mess with it again. Other than the NOS, we're not going to change anything here. This is all going to be the same. The chassis, though, we are going to change the suspension and the tires, and on the drivetrain, we will most likely change the differential. So, suspension, we want to change to a speed cross. We're going to leave the drag tires for now. We might change them after we do some testing. And then on the differential, we're going to change to the Pro Drift differential. So this is it, guys. If you want to try any rear-wheel drive car, you can build it just like this and test it. This is the best starting point for a rear-wheel drive car, and oftentimes it is the best drift build. You'll notice when I go take this out, if it performs well, I leave it. If it doesn't perform well, or there's something that I don't like about it, I'll make a change to either the tires, the differential, or the suspension. But those three parts, that's where you get your drift build. All right, last little change. I do want the steering sensitivity to be all the way up for a drift build, and I want the downforce all the way down, which it already is, so we're leaving it. Traction control off and drift style on gas for now. Oh my goodness, so close. Let's go. We're going for a score here. 78, baby. Let's go, dude. This is super good, dude. Super, super good. Oh my goodness, 78. I was trying so hard. You can see my face. I was just like sweating it out. Let's go take this out for some fun. Let's go.
Perfect.
All right, that's it. That's it. Throw up the build card. All right, for the drift build, we've got that same exact 7.0 liter engine, Ultimate Plus engine parts, Ultimate dual turbo, and the 5x3 pound NOS. But here's where the drifty parts come in. You get the Super Speed Cross suspension, Elite brakes, Elite drag tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, and the Pro Drift differential. Auxiliaries are refills and duration as always, but that doesn't matter in terms of the drift build. What does matter is the live tuning. You've got the steering sensitivity all the way up, the downforce all the way down, so +5 on steering, -5 downforce, traction control off, and drift style on gas. All right, let's take this thing off-road. So to get it ready for off-road, we're gonna switch the suspension to a rally suspension, and we're gonna change the tires over to the off-road tires. Here we go. And then we're gonna change the differential to a rally differential. And I think those are the only changes we'll need to make. We might need to make minor adjustments on live tuning, but I don't think so. I think this is gonna perform exactly like I think. Let's take it out to HTV2 and Rumble so we can test it. All right, my hope for this one is that it's better than I expect, because I don't expect much. I expect it to perform much like the track build. Had a decent start to it though. Not too bad. Let's see how it does once it's off-road. Here we go. Easy to fling around the corners. Fling it around the kern. Here we go. Easy to fling around the corner. Not super fast in a straight line though. Barely hits 135. It gets close to 140. Not too bad. I would be shocked if this thing ran a low 150s time, but I wouldn't be surprised with a mid 150s time. I'll tell you what, it's pretty smooth. It doesn't clip on anything. Not anything so far. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. And try to avoid these guys, even though it's kind of hard. Oh my god, why'd you brake check? Now the run is over. Come on, dude. All right, we're gonna skip to lap number 3 of this race. And we're back. Nice little skip ahead there. Let's try not to run into this guy this time. He's gonna brake check us right there. There we go. Nice and easy, round the corner. Now let's try to avoid these guys. All these slow pokes here. We're gonna stay to the inside. There we go. I think we've got this. Oh, a little faster than I thought on this one, dude. I think we ran a 153. I thought we'd be closer to 155, in the mid 150, but I think we ran a 153. Let's see. 150, 351. I gotta write this down before I forget it. All right, really not that bad. Better than I expected. I thought it would perform like it did on the track, but it did okay. It did okay. And I expect a pretty mediocre time here on Rumble as well. So let's see what happens. Here we go, baby. Rumble test actually starts out pretty well. It's not super fast, so it's hard to get past that guy right there, but the tires hook up really well on dirt, so I'm not surprised there. And it has decent straight line dirt speed. Up the clip hill we go. Clippy. Oh, that's not too bad, dude. This is actually one of the least clippy cars I've tested in the dirt. Really not bad. That might make it enjoyable to use. You know, if you're just going through the story missions and stuff, and you want to use this for dirt, it seems like it's pretty decent. Not like overly fast, obviously, but as far as being enjoyable to drive, it's really not bad. Feels pretty good. All right, here we go. Final lap, we're at 213. This is probably gonna be a 2.8 or a 318 maybe. Oh, I didn't want to go inside these guys. Get past him. Oh, we barely did. Smacked into him a little bit, but not too bad. That was a close one, guys. This is gonna be another close one here. Have to take it wide. Go inside. There we go. Gotta watch out for these guys. Racing all aggressive. We're gonna be able to lap second place, which is pretty nice. We're gonna have to cut it inside. Cut it again, because he bumped me. We're good, though. We're good. Solid. We lapped him. We're on our way to the finish line. And we got one last NOS. What did I say? 317. I said 318. Felt like a 318. We got a 317.36. Write it down. So that puts us at 510 in terms of a combined time. 510 between the two races. 510. Let me just put this in perspective for you. 510 is almost the same. It's almost the same as the 350Z, which we did last week. Is very close. It's right below it. So this will be number 34 on my list. Out of 52 cars, this is number 34. So it's not like the best car, but it's also not the worst out of the cars that I've tested. And keep in mind, I've kind of been selective with what I test. I test kind of like all the popular or more fast cars in the game. So I'm pretty impressed by this. It actually feels really good to drive. The feeling of this car is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's throw up the off-road build card so we can get to the summer. We've got that 7.0 liter V8 engine again, Ultimate Plus engine parts with a dual turbo and the 5x3 pound NOS for For the chassis, we got Super Rally suspension, Elite brakes, and Elite off-road tires, Elite Plus clutch, Super Plus 6-speed gearbox, and the Super Rally differential. Auxiliaries are refills and duration. For the live tuning, looking like this, we got +5 steering and -5 downforce. This works most of the time off-road, and it felt really good for this one. It lent itself to top speed, but also turning. I like it. I will not change it for this one. So max steering, minimum downforce, traction control off, drift style on, gas. Let's get to the summary. All right, so the results of this car, of all these tests, was actually really shocking to me. I expected it to be slow. I expected it to be okay at drift. But what I didn't expect was for it to drive as well as it does. It drives very nicely. It is a very enjoyable car to drive. It's an enjoyable car to drift. It's an enjoyable car to race. It's an enjoyable car to use off-road. Drag racing is whatever, but there's not really any drag racing in this game. I don't even know why I do the builds, to be honest with you. But it's an enjoyable car, and I did not expect that at all. I expected this car to be very slow, not enjoyable, didn't have a good turning radius, but I was wrong. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. It's not fast, but it's very enjoyable to drive, and I will recommend this car simply for the fact that it looks amazing. It's fun to drive. You can drift it around. It scores really good in drifting. You could actually take this car and 3-star all of the events if you wanted to using my drift build. So here's my total summary on this. I like this car. I don't know what got into me. I don't even really like the modern muscle cars. I've said this before. Modern muscle cars just really don't look that good. This one, when you customize it, does. You put a nice wrap on it and you drive it around. It's fun to drive. It is very fun to drive, and that was shocking to me. My results are I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. All right, that's it for this one, guys. I appreciate if you got this far. You're an all-star. Keep in mind, we are streaming every Tuesday and Saturday for the month of July. We have a stream Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and then we'll do another one on Saturday, probably around 7 p.m., but I'm not 100% sure. So keep your eye on my socials for that one. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to all the Militia subs. I'll catch you on the next one. Trigger out.